What's we doing? Well, back here with Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Technically the full title was Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, but I feel like that's just being mean to Apollo and Athena. So I'll just continue to call it Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, or just Dual Destinies. Anyway, last we were here, we were accompanying the unaccompanied minor to a sort of yokai festival, sort of. We stormed up there as Apollo and found this dude very stabbed and this dude unconscious beside him, and so he's obviously the suspect, and poor Jinxie here is his kid, and is pretty confident he didn't do it. And I forget all the evidence. The only evidence we have is just random stuff that Jinxie had in her pocket. I don't really see how this is going to help us. It probably will in some way. One of the witnesses is going to be like, oh, I saw that guy with his white wings, and we're going to be like, objection, these wings are obviously black. I don't know what's going to happen. But we're going to investigate around a bit. And we were just promising that we were going to help Jinxie's father not be convicted of murder. So let's carry on with that reassuring conversation. My camera is not adjusted correctly. There we go. Sorry, editing me.
I'll do whatever it takes to make sure your father walks away a free man.
Thank you, Mr. Demon Lawyer. I can tell you're one of the good ones. Red demons are usually so mean.
It's been a while, but I'll be fine. Ready or not, here comes justice. Guess I ought to go and meet my new client. But before I forget, better jot this down on my notebook.
Hey, Apollo, what's the notebook for?
Oh, I just thought I should jot down some stuff about the case. And so I don't misplace them, I'm putting my notes in the court record. I guess it's what you would call a to-do list.
Oh, that sounds handy.
To read my notes, I just open the court record, tap the bottom tab to switch to notes.
Oh, I almost forgot. So about Jinxie's father, no matter how scary he seems, promise me you'll resist the urge to run away.
Wait, what?
His angry glare can paralyze you with fear.
And some claim he can even shoot laser beams from his eyes.
Well, maybe Papa isn't really that scary.
A paralyzing stare? Laser beam from his eyes? He sounds like some kind of monster.
I think it's about time I see Jinxie off. I'll head back to the office after I'm done.
Okay, thanks.
I guess that means I'm by myself, does it? Great, that's the perfect way for things to go. So I've got a to-do list now. Murder of Alderman QB. Wow. QB. Like the bastard little fox thing from Monica Magica? Or maybe he's just really into six-faced shapes. Oh yeah, I guess there is like a fox motif here. The Cube creature from Monica Magica is sort of fox-like. I don't know if Cube refers to some kind of Japanese mythical fox or something like that. Or if it's just the Japanese word for fox, maybe. No, that would be, isn't that Kitsune? I don't actually know. And the more I make a fool of myself, the worse it gets. So let's go to the detention center where at least there's a big sheet of glass between me and this apparently horrifying man. I guess lasers can cut glass, though, depending on the strength of them. April 17th, detention center, visitor's room.
Visiting hours. Perfect timing. Hope he's not as scary as he sounds.
Who are you?
Thanks! So you're Damien Tenma, right? I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. I'm here to help. Let me out of here. Sorry, I get a little loud sometimes.
How incredibly rude.
So sorry. Did I do something to offend you?
A visitor when all others shun me like a common criminal. And here I am with nothing to offer. I am the epitome of rude.
Wait, so he wasn't mad at me?
Unworthy as I am, I, Damien Tenma, shall breach these walls, so that I may treat my benefactor to some tea, and maybe some cookies too.
Please don't attempt a prison break. No, wait, we can do tea and cookies after we prove your innocence. How about you start by telling me what happened?
I see. So tea and cookies can wait, can they?
Whew, that was close. We don't need to jailbreak added to the list of charges. Seems like a good guy, but with a face like that, I can see why he's misunderstood.
I feel your pain. Plenty of people say I've got a scary face. Actually, I'm interested to present all this junk first. Is this the same one he's got in his face? It looks like it.
Those charms on your head, they're the same as this one, correct?
Indeed they are. Jinxie applied them after the murder. She said they would keep Tenma Taro from processing me.
Oh, all of them. Right. Why is it that only this one has the paw print on it? Oh, sorry, processing me, possessing me.
Oh, right. So it's not some creepy fashion statement. Still, there are an awful lot of them.
That there are. Truth be told, my head's feeling a bit itchy.
Can't you just peel them off?
Jinxie did this for me. I could not hurt her feelings like that.
He really cares for his daughter.
What about all this stuff? I feel like this is all going to be incredibly pertinent in the case to come.
I wanted to show you this. Sorry. I hate when he clams up like this.
Okay, so nothing about that. But if it was her, Jinxie's mother's favorite, then surely he's got some words to say about this. Never mind, no he doesn't.
So, I'm an attorney.
Thank you for agreeing to defend me.
Oh, no thanks required. Just doing my job. He's even scarier when he's not saying anything. Nice day today, huh? I, love nice days like these.
It's not a date, Apollo.
It's a perfect lawyering weather.
The trial is tomorrow.
Yes, right, the trial. Why do I keep blabbering on like that?
Sorry. Reason for arrest. Can you tell me of the circumstances of the time you murdered that guy when you didn't do it?
Mayor Tenma, do you mind if I ask why you're arrested? Whoa! Sorry, I guess some things are better left unsaid? Excuse me?
To think a public paragon such as I could be treated like this. This arrest shouldn't have never happened.
Go on.
I fear the ill effects it will have on our youth. Now I have but one choice. I must leave here at once, if only to protect the moral fiber of our youth.
No, wait! You can protect the moral fiber of our youth after you've been declared not guilty.
I suppose you're right.
Our youth just came this close to quite a scene. A scare.
My fingerprints were on the spear that killed Alderman Cuby. That's why I was arrested.
Your prints were on the murder weapon? That's never good. Any idea how they got there?
None. For I hardly remember a thing, you see. I was fast asleep at the time. Someone must have slipped me a sleeping pill or something. What's worse, somebody clobbered me on the head.
I see. A drug-induced slumber and a blow to the head. No wonder you hardly remember a thing.
Oh.
Huh? Was that some kind of strange laugh? Well, I think we can safely assume your prints were planted while you were unconscious.
Any kind of motive you would have, any kind of reason someone would suspect that you have bad blood between you and him? What was his deal again, Alderman Cuby? I mean, I think it seems like he's this guy, but the Alderman of Ninetales Vale. Any reason he and the mayor would have some bad blood, I'm not sure. Or wait, no, the mayor of the town the town over, right? Tenma Town is a bit is like close to Ninetales Vale, but not the same municipality or whatever.
What do the police have on you as far as a motive is concerned?
Truth be told, there's been a bit of trouble between the Alderman and I as of late.
Oh? Was it personal in nature?
Nothing like that. It's a long story.
It seems like it's an important story. Would you please tell it to me?
But suffice to say, I've been pushing to merge Ninetales Vale with Tenma Town.
I see.
Surrender Ninetales Vale to Tenma Town now.
Yikes!
That's what I told him.
I'd like to tell you to stop shouting like that, but I'm too scared. So, that's the motive the police have established for the Alderman's murder.
Indeed it is. After all, Alderman Cuby was dead set against a municipal merger.
And that's why they think you killed him? He was in your way?
Curses.
Mayor Tenma, are you okay?
Jinxie, forgive me. I never meant to worry you like this.
It'll work out fine. Just leave it to me. If only it were really that easy. I don't even know where to start. Thank you for meeting with me, Mayor Tenma.
Please, wait. My daughter, Jinxie.
Yes?
She already lost her mother. And now with me being held in here, I fear she'll be terribly lonely. I hesitate to ask, but I beg you, be a friend to her in her time of need.
She's got a magician with her. I think she'll be all right. Leave it to me. Trucy and I will look out for your daughter.
I shall rest a little easier then. You know, you remind me of some of the new friends Jingxi has been talking about.
New friends?
Yes. It seems she's made some new friends since she started working in Nine Tails Vale. They're quite the unusual bunch, too. There's a lady with an exceptionally long neck, a young lad with an incredibly long tongue, and many other interesting characters.
What? Friends? Sounds more like a bunch of monsters to me.
Now, if you would excuse me, it appears my time is up.
Of course. He was actually quite cordial in the end. Why am I so tired? I must have been more tense than I thought. Still, I'm glad he didn't turn out to be as scary as he looks.
Indeed.
A call? Oh, it's Mr. Wright.
It's the Miroir's theme! I was like, where do I recognize that from? That's so cool! Or is it Lemon Wars theme, or did it just play a lot in her presence in Apollo Justice? I know this is from Apollo Justice, I can't remember when it played. No, that was the Lemon Wars theme, right? I love the ringtone gags in this game. I'm trying to think which ones were there. So, Phoenix got a Steel Samurai ringtone after he became friends with Maya. Gato has a ringtone of his own theme, which is my ringtone in real life. And Apollo's got the Lemon War theme, I guess.
Justice here.
Apollo, is that you?
Hi, Mr. Wright. Hi, Mr. Wright. What can I do for you?
Trucy told me you've taken on a new case.
Oh, that. It was kind of spur of the moment. He's actually calling me about a case?
That's fine, but I have a favor to ask.
Sure. What is it?
I'm at the airport right now. There was someone I had to meet. A new addition to the agency, actually. Her name's Athena Sykes, and she just passed a bar.
That's right. I remember hearing about her coming to join us. Guess that was today.
She took off as soon as I told her you needed help with the case. It was like there was no stopping her.
Wait, what? Where is she now?
Probably somewhere in Ninetales Vale by now. That's where that favor I mentioned comes in. I need you to go find her.
But I've never even met her before. What does she look like?
She'll be the girl in the yellow suit sporting an attorney's badge.
Okay, I'll find her. She's just wearing it?
You can't... She doesn't lack for eagerness, that one.
A new addition to the agency. Well, I better get back to Ninetales Vale quick.
Yes, indeed. Do I have like a... Has that been added to my to-do list? Oh, yeah. Cool. This is going to be here for a while. Oh, case brief. Oh, this is a thing as well. Defendant, victim, cool. Notes: the victim suffered a fatal abdominal spear through it. Well, I'm glad someone's taking notes. Black feathers and tracks were found at the scene. Right, that's just sort of the setup. Oh, perfect. I guess that's for like if you haven't played in a while and you want to reorient yourself. These are the kind of, this is the kind of game that's like absurdly difficult to do if you like haven't played it in several months and you come back to it. I just want to check around what Trucy's found out at this point.
Any ideas? Trucy, I'd like to hear your thoughts on what happened.
You do? Does that mean I can join the investigation?
I could sure use your help, but remember what Mr. Wright said? Trucy, you're in high school now, so you need to focus.
Right. I guess I better pull it together. It's time to forget everything else and just focus on my magic tricks.
Wait, no, he was talking about your schoolwork.
Welcome to Trucy's 2 cents. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Oh, okay. Jinxie's always plastering charms on my forehead. What should I do?
That's an easy one, Apollo. Just do this.
Alright, you're already way too beyond my pay grade. Do what? Ah!
See? She won't be able to stick any more if there's already one there. Problem solved.
How's that a solution? Either way, I still have a charm plastered on my forehead.
Right. She might have some ideas about some of this stuff.
Check it out.
You're so lucky, Apollo. Everyone can see... Oh, no, we already heard this, didn't we? Absolutely elated that those things have just become a staple animation of hers. Yep. Jinxie's warding charms. What if I incorporate it into my act? Might be fun.
You mean like having charms come out of your magic panties?
Exactly. And then I'd have them fly off and stick to audience members' foreheads.
Somehow, I don't think that would go over so well.
Then how about I have them stick on my assistant? That would be you, Polly.
How does that make it any better? And I'm not your assistant.
What? But I could have sworn you were.
Where in the world did you get that idea?
Did we hear the generic one yet? Okay, watch me make that disappear.
No, wait, that's crucial evidence.
But I wanted to show you my new disappearing trick. Oh, I know. If it's really so important, how about I make it more of it appear?
Fabricating evidence is even worse than making it disappear.
Oh well. Too bad. Very good. Well, that was good fun. But I probably should go find Athena. Although I'm curious if anyone's hanging out here as well. Nope. Cool. I'm actually kind of glad there's no examine in this game, because I don't want to repeat the noodle bowl from last time. April 17th, Ninetales Vale, Yokai Lane. I already told you I'm a lawyer assigned to the case. I need to study the crime scene, so if you would please tell me where QB Manor is. You can't fool me. You're just some delinquent high school student playing hooky.
You stupid pig-headed! This attorney's badge isn't just for show, you know. Looks like I just found Miss Athena Sykes. Why won't you believe me? Don't expect me to defend you in court if you ever get arrested.
Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting, so... Say, shouldn't you be getting back to school? Surprise on her widget.
I already told you, I'm a lawyer, not a student.
That's it. Enough of your lies. You're coming with me.
Doc! Get your hands off me!
This seems like a bad way for this to go. Let's do that in court next time. Oh God, why does it have to come hit me, though? Next time there's a pain in our midst, we just gonna throw them to the other side of the courtroom.
Think you could watch out for the bystanders next time? Whoops! Are you okay? I think so. That police officer's out cold. I am so sorry. I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something.
That's pretty reasonable.
Reflex? Sounds more like a felony.
Well, it can be both, I guess. She really does feel bad about it, though.
You're Athena Sykes, I take it. That would be me. And you are... I'm Apollo Justice. I work at the Wright Anything Agency. The Wright Anything Agency? What a fishy-sounding name. It's a long story, but it is a law office, among other things. Didn't Mr. Wright explain it to you? Oh, right, that Wright. So then you must be... Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. I could say the same thing to you.
That cursed umbrella is giving me a spook right now.
Well, here I am. Now how about telling me a little bit about yourself? Mr. Wright didn't really tell me much, as always. Yeah, of course. Feel free to ask away.
Sure. So this we did get a bit of an introduction to her in the first trial, I suppose, but this is a bit more of a proper one. Athena Sykes.
So Athena, I hear you just passed the bar. That's right. And here's my shiny new badge to prove it. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, so you must be a bit younger than me. A bit more than you might think, in fact. I'm only 18. 18? How in the world did you become a lawyer at that age? I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe. And I got my license to practice law while I was over there. All I can say is, wow, she must be a genius or something.
Well, to be fair, but haven't all the a number of the prosecutors been from Europe because apparently they're more progressive over there or something like that?
I also studied analytical psychology. Thought it might help me be a better lawyer. Psychology helps her be a better lawyer? How exactly does that work?
Well, we've seen how. Let's actually before I do these, because she might walk away after that. I'm curious if she says anything about this stuff.
Yep, that's your attorney's badge, all right. Its dull, grimy look makes me think of all the courtroom battles you've faced so far. I hope mine will look like that someday. Look out, legal world. Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to go. Actually, I just haven't polished it lately. Maybe I should keep that to myself. No need to deflate our dreams about work just yet.
I'm curious what her generic one is.
I don't care about all that stuff. What an interesting picture. It looks like a one-on-one monster smackdown. Must have been quite a battle. Which yokai do you think is stronger? Seems to me Taro's ability to fly would give him an edge over the nine-tailed fox. But the fox has powerful legs. He'd pounce before Taro knew what hit him. He won't be pouncing on anyone after he's dropped from way up in the sky. But the nine-tailed fox is gold-colored. Gold is always better than black, so I'm sure he'd win. What do colors have to do anything? Besides, everyone knows red is the best.
You're both wrong. But that's all I'll say about that.
Sorry, Apollo. Nothing's coming to mind. But give me an hour and I'll have it analyzed psych style. I'll get started on it right now. No need for that. I was just wondering.
I don't know why that... I find that very funny. That's her generic one. She's pretty dramatic, eh? I mean, it certainly works for an Ace Attorney protagonist anyway. Psychology.
So, Athena, you mentioned studying psychology? That's right! I've always wanted to bring analytical psychology into the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air to the legal system. Oh, really? So, how do you plan on using it to defend our client?
Well, for example, I can try to listen in on a witness's inner voice,
and then analyze their psychological state with the help of my trusty partner, Widget. Widget? This device around my neck here. Say hi, Widget. Hi, Widget. It talks? Whoa, you need a volume knob. Anyway, the little guy will sometimes say what I'm feeling. Awkward. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. Now that I seriously doubt. I'm already used to it. You'll be fine, Apollo. So, tell me about our client. What are they like? Oh, right, you haven't met him yet. Well... Scariest man you've ever met, and then picture charms all over his face. And that about sums it up. He's more worried about his daughter than himself. What a wonderful father. Wait, are you crying? I'm not crying. There was something in my eye. They're called tears. moving right along. Let's get down to business. Helping our client is priority number 1. Yeah, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. I got it on my way here. Think it might have something to do with our case? A special edition covering our case. That was quick. Quick enough to be somewhat suspicious. That's the whole point of special editions, isn't it? To be the first to get the scoop. Rapido! Right. Well, let's see what it says here. What's the deal with the Spanish? Taro, maybe that's where she studied in Europe. Taro was seen... What? He was seen flying through the sky? Taro, real or flight of fancy. An airborne figure resembling Taro was captured on camera around 3:40 p.m. near Ninetails Vale. When did the death happen? I guess we don't have an autopsy report. And I forget the times of things. That picture there more or less entirely matches the scroll. Yeah, somebody happened to snap that photo near Ninetails Vale. The article goes on to say it might be connected to our case. Apparently, that photo was shot right after the murder occurred. Well, there were black feathers and strange tracks at the crime scene. I'm not surprised the locals think a yokai was involved. Wait a second! Yokai as in one of those Japanese monsters? My god! You don't actually think it was a supernatural murder, do you? No? Of course not. Now German? Why not plain old English? It's just not that bad, Apollo. She said like 2 words in the past entire conversation you've had with her. Special edition paper added to court record. Very interesting. Underlay, Apollo. Let's get cracking on that crime scene already. Just want to have one last look at this. I can't tell if there are any distinct different... Although it looks kind of like the feathers are white here, doesn't it? Maybe it's just a lighting thing. This photograph here appears more or less the same as the scroll we have. I was checking it for differences in the number of pom-poms and stuff. I'm trying to be as details-oriented as possible so we don't have any more embarrassing, awful trial sequences. Anyway, crime scene, yes, that's where we'll learn the most, I suspect. You know, hang out in the garden now? Just Athena. Oh, the investigation. Okay, what's next on the list? Investigating the crime scene. What else? Well, what are we waiting for? Last one there's a rotten egg. We don't have to run all the way there. Okay, then how about speed walking? Why does this have to be a competition at all? It doesn't, Apollo. You're absolutely right. We're on the same side, Athena. You'll have plenty of time to flex your competitive spirit in court. April 17th, QB Manor, foyer. Do you hear that? It sounds like a TV or something. Oh, look! Well, you've got good hearing, so I guess you would hear it before me. There's a TV in that little room in the corner. What, this one? In other news, the mysterious masked wrestler, the amazing Ninetails, has been confirmed missing, according to sources close to the wrestler. It appears he disappeared sometime after the special event held in Ninetails Vale today. He also failed to appear at a match today where he was scheduled to defend his title. Local villagers say his disappearance may be connected with Taro's recent escape. See, the thing is, they're very much making it seem like it's like... They're trying to make this link, it feels like. Although with the way the portrait is framed, the muscle actually extends beyond where the suit does in terms of like pixel by pixel. It seems like they're trying to make us think that this one is actually this one, but so I'm skeptical. So that wrestler's gone missing. That's the history button, Apollo. Hi, you have to get that block of hair. Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious. What about them there horns of yours? Oh, they might look mighty suspicious, they ask me. Horns? That's my hair. Anyway, we're lawyers and we're here to... You're them lawyers coming to defend Mayor Tenma, ain't ya? Yeah, I should have reckoned what with that expensive looking bracelet you got there. The name's Phineas Filch. I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet ya. Same here. Wow, talk about a quick change of heart. So, tell me, Dame a lawyer. I bet you use them demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebers out of witnesses, huh? Come here, you little horn demon, ye. Ouch! These horns, I mean, my hair isn't meant to threaten anyone. They ain't. Seems a mighty big waste to burble to go horns if you ask me. Then again, it ain't none of my business, so... that was fast. Guess he's done with me. Well, I'd best get back to work. Goodbye. Halt! Stop right there! Me? Apollo, your bracelet's gone. Yeah.
Pickpocket, are you? Don't you worry, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I'll take the lost and found later.
You're wearing it.
Was he wearing it before? I totally didn't notice. Why would you pickpocket something, lift something off of someone and then put it on your arm?
Somehow, I don't think that will be necessary. Just check your wrist right now.
The cat's out of the bag.
It was barely in the bag in the first place.
That was a pretty pathetic attempt. I don't know, he lifted it off me without me noticing, and it's pretty tight. It's tight enough that it, like, can feel my pulse and everything.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Just couldn't control myself. Please forgive me, I'm begging ya.
Sheesh, I almost feel sorry for him now.
I do feel sorry for him. Your neck shouldn't be able to do that.
What should we do about him, Apollo? Well, I got my bracelet back and he seems sorry enough, so,
I knew you'd understand, Mr. Lawyer, sir. You obviously got a big heart. As big as the wad of cash in your wallet. I hope.
You leave my wallet out of this.
Oh!
Hey! Didn't you just finish apologizing for stealing from us?
Run away, head for the hills!
Get back here, you! Talk about a quick escape. Looks like you dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's the crime scene, and here's one of the foyer. That's tremendously suspicious.
He left his shoes behind, too.
The guy's the living definition of a bumbling thief.
Let's hang on to his shoes. We can give them back next time we see him.
As for the diagrams, I say we keep them.
It is a fun way for us to get them, anyway.
They look like something the police might draw. I wonder where the caretaker got them.
Probably from the police. Crime scene diagram out of the court record. Wicked. Foyer diagram out of the court record. Let's have a look.
Now then, as I recall, nothing for the moment because I want to have a look at these.
See the crime. Air duct is labeled. Oh, God. And the phone is labeled. So this is where we found the body. Right. Oh, and this is where I went to call the police, is it? Huh. The security camera has a view of here. Does it pivot, I wonder?
Fox chamber should be at the top of these stairs.
Here it is, all right.
Good God.
April 17th, QB Manor, Fox chamber. How many people were killed here? I see the two outlines, but there's enough blood that...
Whoa!
Oh, there's not as much blood as I thought. But there's still, I mean, you get stabbed, a lot comes out, I guess.
Where do all these black feathers and weird tracks come from? The popular opinion seems to be that they're from Taro.
You mean the great evil has returned?
Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of a courthouse trying to indict him.
Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene. Hello? So you're the killer. Wow, they're just showing us all the killers in this game.
And who are you? Are you with the police?
I asked first, who are you and what are you doing here? On second thought, I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing a crime scene.
Under arrest? But...
Save it for the boys back at HQ. Now come quietly, or else I don't want to be late for lunch.
Please, wait. We're Mayor Tenma's lawyers.
Oh, why didn't you say so? So you're the lawyers I heard about. Ha ha ha! I almost took you two in. You two sure were suspicious, though. I don't know how many more times I can take being called suspicious in one day.
Sorry, we didn't catch your name?
Fulbright. My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright, the heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. This is the same dude, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh, we've got new bios and stuff as well. Pt.6, age 18, the latest lawyer to join our agency. She apparently studied psychology while she was in Europe. Phineas Filch, age 50, the caretaker of QB Manor. No mention of his kleptomania. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase? It's in justice we trust.
Oh boy, this guy's a story and a half.
So, what can I do for you?
Leave, for one thing, so I can investigate. Just so there's no more suspicion. I'm super a lawyer.
Justice needs backup sometimes too, so I don't mind you asking for help, but you should start by thinking things over yourself. After all, the road to justice starts with your own first step.
If you don't have any information to offer, you could just say so.
I'm gonna show everything for a moment. I love this dude's theme song. It's the greatest. I'm actually totally blanking now, and I haven't gotten around to editing part 5 yet. So, but I think it was a dude who looked like this that did the thing anyway. The whole murder thing. Investigating the scene.
So, would it be okay if we had a look around?
Certainly not. No unauthorized personnel allowed.
Couldn't you make an exception?
Cease and desist at once, or you'll have to deal with my little friend here.
Yikes! Is he reaching for his?
In justice we trust.
Your identification?
No, didn't the dude have eyeliner on who was a murderer? God, I'll see it later anyway.
It's just his badge.
You may be Mayor Tenma's attorneys, but you still need authorization to cross a police line. He's pretending to smoke there.
Apollo, let's see if we can't change his mind. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. Bet he's as dense as heroes come.
Persuasion. Uh-oh. What could we possibly have? You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing this line without authorization. I'm a wall of justice keeping injustice. That would be you. At bay.
How can I be... I knew it. Look, there's just us and you here, right?
Justice and me, you say?
That's right.
Are you trying to say that justice and I aren't enough to keep you out?
What?
Oh. No, silly. We're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice. No! It can't be! What?
You have him on the ropes now, Athena.
If we were on the side of justice, would you let us through? But guarding the crime scene is a part of justice too.
Sure. But only a bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right?
Whose justice is the most just here?
Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so...
Oh, Lady Justice! What would you have me do?
I think we really got to him. Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go. Our pleas for justice must have had a huge impact. It's tying him up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around. After all that about authorized personnel only, this was surprisingly easy.
It's that analytical psychology at work.
Should I stop them or let them through? Whose justice is more just?
Let's just investigate while he's panicking.
Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right? Right. A search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence we can use at trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from different angles.
You never know what's hiding just around the corner, right?
Sliding the screen moves the cursor in the camera, right? Yep, or you can touch the arrows on the tutorial.
Okay, let's leave no stone unturned. Okay, so there are investigations, but just only at certain points.
Nous allons commencer. Let's get started.
There is an examine. Okay, wowie. So you... Oh, wowie, 3D. And then the arrows are to... do this.
What's that there?
It looks like a very large and bloody charm. Oh, no, it's not bloody, it's just the red lighting.
The Forbidden Chamber. They say the demon Taro was imprisoned in there before his escape. Think we could get this door open?
I think we get this door open?
It's worth a try. No good. It's shut tight.
I mean, it is covered in padlocks.
I don't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless.
And just as we trust!
Yikes!
Did I just hear the voice of someone in need? Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open. We've tried and tried, but it won't budge. It's an essential part of the culture found in this manor, so we can't blow it up either.
So, an unopenable door. Right.
According to Miss J.C. Tenma, it was shut tight when she came across the crime scene.
Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. We didn't expect you to be so helpful.
Ah! Forget I just said that.
So the Forbidden Chamber was shut tight at the time of the murder. Sounds like something I better keep in mind. I won't write it down in my notes, though. I'm not crazy.
Oh, thank God there's a check mark to show which ones we've looked at already. And we'll be able to look at the rest of it next time on Apollo Just... Ace Attorney Dual Destinies.
Because regrettably, that's all the time we have for now.
But we've gotten to our first examination bit, and we've met Athena properly. And all kinds of stuff. We have certainly a lot of information about this. It seems like this one's going to be a lot about the positioning of things. I bet this is going to be one of those ones where it's like, the police were called 5 minutes after the body was, after the man was killed. Is it possible to run from here in 5 minutes and then also be the murderer or whatever? It's going to be one of those, I feel like. But only time will tell, so that's that for now. Thank you so very much for coming around to this episode. I'm ready. I'm so ready for the next trial sequence. I am this close to being 100% ready. I am somewhere from 20% to 80% ready. There is a chance I will not be ready. Next video up on the channel is going to be some more Kingdom Hearts, which has been a blast so far. We are still in Tarzan land, if I am... Or, well, I guess no. I don't necessarily know if we'll still be in Tarzan Land by the time the next episode's coming. We're either just still in Tarzan Land or just out of Tarzan Land, I suspect. And next time here, we'll finish off our examination, and it sort of feels like once we finish this examination, we'll probably have, like, enough to start trial day 1. But the only way to know is to do it, so that's all for now. Thank you so very much for coming around to this episode of Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. We certainly got a cast of colorful characters building. Bobby Fulbright, age 33, this detective investigating the murder in Nine Tails Vale. He's a self-styled champion of justice and keeper of the peace. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I will see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! You don't really ever fight them long enough for that to become apparent in the original, because you've usually got your nozzle to deal with them. Right, I saw a whole bunch before, and now I'm having an absolute terrible time trying to catch up with where they were. Oh, this is the beginning. Oh, this is gonna bend my mind into 5 separate pieces. One for each of the coins I still don't have.